I didn't have. No. Okay. Like, hey team, hi, good evening. It's resume preparation session. It's Thursday again. And here we are with the resume preparation session. So, as happens on every Thursday, we came back again with the same resume preparation session. So, I welcome you all to the session by 360DigiTMG. So, while you're watching this video, I request you to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Also, when I talk about today's topic, it's crafting impactful bullet points for job experience. How to actually use bullet points. This is what we are going to see today. Now, what's the agenda for today? We'll talk about bullet points. Why bullet points actually matter? What are the components of effective bullet points? Start with strong action verb. How to start with that? Quantify your accomplishment. Be specific and relevant. Avoid common mistakes. An example of impactful bullet points. Now, why bullet points actually matter? Well, bullet points are a concise way of communication. They're useful for concise communication. Bullet points allow for quick communication of key points. When talk about readability, they break down small to complex information into digestible parts. Big chunk into small parts. Now, when talk about highlighting achievements, well, they'll make it easier to showcase your specific accomplishment. Talking about visual appeal, these bullet points actually help to reorganize or well organize your resume. Right. Now, let's talk about components of effective bullet points. This action verb. You can start with a strong action verb. Example, led the team of 15 people, developed this, implemented that, like this. You can talk about the task. Clearly describe the task or responsibility you handle. Right. You can talk about the outcome or result. Now, you can highlight the result of impact of your work. Right. You can highlight it using the bullet points. Now, make sure that you are using a very simple formula, that is action verb plus task is equal plus outcome or result. Basically, action verb, for example, led. What was the task? Led the team of 50 people working on something, and then to deliver a project, quantify the task. Right. Now, highlight your result or impact of your work. Example, developed a new training program, reducing onboarding time by 30%. You need to quantify whenever we talk about bullet points, right? You need to quantify those bullet points. Start with strong action verbs. When we talk about action verbs, you need to remember why action verbs actually matter. Action verbs, when we talk about, they actually make your experience dynamic and impactful. Dynamic and impactful whenever you use action verb. Right. Now, impactful, if you just write, I was leading the team of 50 people to accomplish a project, or led the team of the 50 people to accomplish a project. Right. Now, in that way, you need to quantify, you need to put action verbs properly, you need to use action verbs properly, and all those things. Example of strong action verbs, for example, led, initiated, improved, designed, achieved, all those things. Now, when you're writing action verbs, we make sure you avoid weak verbs. For example, I was responsible for this, worked on this, or helped. All those things are, again, these are very less impactful nowadays. Right. There are other action verbs that you should definitely go for. If you want to see the other action verbs, uh, which action verbs to go for, how they actually impact, we have a YouTube video for that too. You can go to our past videos and see the same. Now, as we have discussed previously, you need to do one thing, quantify. Quantify your accomplishment or quantify your achievements. Now, the question is simple. Why quantification matters? Why you need to quantify? Because numbers provide clear and measurable proof of your achievements. For example, you increase the sale by 20%. You manage a team of 15. You reduce costs by $10,000 annually. Now, what are the tips for quantifying? Make sure you use percentage, dollar amounts, time saved, or any other quantifiable metrics. You put a number there. If exact number is not available, estimate conservatively. Basically, you approximate based on the information you have, based on the research you've done, right? Now, be specific and relevant. Talking about tailoring to the job, customize bullet points to match your job description. You need to focus on relevance. Focus on relevance. You make sure I highlight the most recent experiences and skills. Use industry terminologies. Use language and terms common in industry you're applying to. Now, for example, for a data science position, you can, for example, before you using analyzed data, rather than that, later you can use develop predictive models using machine learning algorithms, resulting in 20% increase in forecast accuracy, right? Rather than just writing a very basic type of point, you can write a dynamic point, impactful point that gets quantifiable. Now, you need to make sure that you avoid common mistakes. When we talk about common mistakes, some of the common mistakes are vagueness. Let your description be not very vague. Let it be very, very specific. Repetition. Make sure you're not repeating the same action, verb, or task. Overloading. Make sure that you're not overloading your resume with many bullet points. Whatever are the most impactful ones, you should go for that. Irrelevance. If we talk about irrelevance, avoid including irrelevant information. Just use whatever is relevant as per the job description. Example, when you say you worked on various projects, again, there's a lot of vagueness in this. You can say spearheaded a cross-functional team project leading to a 15% increase in productivity. Now, example of impactful bullet points before and after. For example, before you say responsible for managing a team, after is led a team of 10 to complete projects on time, improving efficiency by 15%. Now, there are some additional tips that you need to go for. Be honest and authentic. Keep it concise. Aim for 1 or 2 lines per bullet point. And yes, use parallel structure for readability. Parallel structure that makes readability easy, makes it more readable. Now, there are few famous job portals we talk about. There's Naukri, there's Shine, Quicker Jobs, Indeed, Monster, Upwork, Glassdoor, TimeStop. Now, there are many. Let's talk about a few Google search results. These are the few Google search results we have. Once you search for data and data scientist jobs, it will be here like this. Talking about keywords for data scientist resume, these are some keywords that we use for the data scientist resume. Talking about frequently asked questions, where you can describe a challenging, well, these are the questions that are generally asked in interviews. So you may be asked to describe a challenging project you worked on. How do you stay updated with industry trends? Give an example of goal you set and how you actually achieved it. Describe a time when you had to work with a difficult team member. And what do you do if you make a mistake that no one else noticed? Talk about your integrity. It shows what type of person you are actually. Now, Isabel Leflesh once said, your passion is waiting for courage to catch up. Exactly. Sometimes we forget to be courageous. Right? Make sure courageous enough, be courageous enough, and you will be actually passionate enough too. Right? Now, you can contact us on this number 1-800-212-654-321. There's a toll-free number, and yes, you will have information about our courses, about our structure and what we do, right? And again, you may mail us at inquiry at 360DigiTMG.com. You can visit our website 360DigiTMG.com. Again, you can actually come to our offline centers, be it Hyderabad, Bengaluru, Chennai, Pune. We have Thane, we have Bhilai, Odisha, West Bengal. There are many. Now, while you're watching this video on YouTube, I request you to pause for a minute and actually scan the QR code to go to our LinkedIn profile, to follow us on LinkedIn, to actually follow us on Instagram, and subscribe our YouTube channel. Accreditation to international certification bodies. We have accreditation to Microsoft, State University of New York, Future Skills Prime, Panasonic, and TCS Ion. Now let me take you to our website. You must be thinking how to come up with these things, right? Let me take you to our website, our beautiful, beautiful website. Now this is what our website looks like. You can come here and explore our website completely. Certificate course on data analytics, certificate program on business analytics, in MLOps, deep learning, right? Why choose us? Dynamic learning experience, our alumni network, prestigious corporate connections, awards and accolade, industry consulting verticals, notable projects, and all those things. Of course, we have many projects like this. Let me take you to learning resources page. Now, this is where you'll actually see how to use learning resources or how to use our website to your advantage, right? What you can learn here on our website. Now, when to visit a learning resources page, here you're part of micro learning burst. Well, you have dynamic learning streams. Again, tomorrow, what is the upcoming session? Tomorrow, we have free internship data science and unveiling Indonesia's AI. We talk about past sessions. We talk about core learning resources, for example, skill development and enhancement, career advancement and career advancement and professional growth, conceptual understanding and insightful learning. Talk about skill development and enhancement. Dive into learning. You can use digital learning ebook. You can actually use digital learning ebook like this, right? After this, you can just come here. And of course, when you visit there, you will see a lot of stuff for you. The AI design studio for machine learning. For example, if you want to make uh, a complete project, right, from end to end, from data sources to the end user device, it's a really good resource you have. Your training pipeline, inference pipeline, and all those things. Advanced stuff. You can see all those things here. Beginner level, right? Of course, digital learning library we have. Your career advancement and professional growth. You can go for resume optimization hub. Let's explore resume optimization hub. For example, you can click here to get started with free now. Now we call it row hub actually. Where you can upload your resume. For example, if I want to upload intern's resume, I can just upload the job description too. Of course, I can paste job description too and compare. Once you compare, you'll come up with the result here. Now, keyword matching result. There are job required skills missing in your resume, job required skills present in your resume. For example, if you want to go for interview questions, click on any part and click on interview questions. While you wait, explore our helpful resources. You can explore for success stories and all those things. Here we have interview questions. What are these things? Right, you can actually prepare for all these things without any even going anywhere else. Related to both, right? Just click on anything and just get it done. For example, you can go for how to improve your resume, generate your resume here. Right, of course, it will take a bit time because it's generating a resume from the crux and again from the very, very core. And yes, that will be really useful once it's done. Till that time, you can go for success stories, interview tips, career development videos, innovative projects, and all these things. Now, till the time it's loading, let me take you to the resources. We have Talent Connection portal. You can actually come here and visit for all the job vacancies we have at AI Spry or at any other position. For example, we have job vacancies here. We have Vinayaka Steel, again Charnock, again all those things here. And correct the talent connection portal we have seen. Of course, we have strategic learning map. You can come here and see this learning maps. We talk about, for example, anything. We talk about Python programming, go to loops, and yes, it will be open completely. We talk about exploring projects. You can read about our projects here at AI Spry completely. And yes, talking about animated insight series, we have a lot of animated videos here. We actually come back here and read all these things. See here for example, and that is in very much detail. That will be really useful for you. Now, you have all these things while you're watching this video on YouTube. Let me show you our YouTube page. We have Industry Connect, for example. We're talking about talking to people who are in really good position in industry and how they actually went there, right? We can talk about all these things. Upcoming live streams and placement success story we talk about. Right? You can just go here. We can talk about our placement success story. And now these are students from the scratch. They started, again, many of them not from, again, technical background, right? They were from non-tech background and still they were successful. Also, of course, when you're on our YouTube video, when you're on our YouTube channel, you can watch different videos related to soft skills, to different videos related to analytics in our playlist section, and yes, learn a lot. Now, all these things in YouTube, of course, it's YouTube, so it's free of cost, right? Now, this is what we have today. For today, this is what we have from 360DigiTMG. We'll make sure, I hope you enjoyed today's session. We'll make sure that for the next time, we have even more content, freshly brewed content, only for you. Till that time, till next week, take care, team. Bye. Good night.